Right, next person up is Tom Beardshaw with a talk entitled Lifestreaming.
Let's see, 3, 2, 1. Hello, friend. Right, okay. Live streaming. Terribly dry, geeky subject, so I shall explain it with the aid of lots of cats and dogs. Live streaming, you kind of think it's a bit like this, and yes, he does look a bit like Robert Scoble, but he's not. It isn't like a sort of permanent upload of your life. That's not what live streaming is. It's more to do with the platforms that allow all of us to put stuff on the web, to publish. In the very early days of the web, you had to know all about configuring servers and HTML and all those kind of gnarly, geeky things, so it tends to kind of leave it to experts. But as time goes on, what we found was that platforms started to emerge that allowed everyone to start putting their stuff online. So you get things like Usenet groups and then forums, and you get stuff like GeoCities. And eventually, in the early 90s, we saw the emergence of, hopefully, the blog. Now, blogging is a fantastic platform, and everyone jumped on it and started writing about what their cats were doing that particular day, what they were having for lunch. And an amazing universal publishing ability that anyone could do. But for personal publishing, blogging is starting to die now. It's not what people are doing. Blogs are the kind of things that people are using if they've got a real commercial, political reason for doing them. Because what we're seeing is the emergence of loads of specialist platforms. So if you're looking at photography, you've got things like Flickr, you've got Picasso that allows us not only to publish and organise your photos, but to share them, look at other people's, favourite them and redistribute them around the web if you want, like that. You've got the same sort of thing with audio as well. We can use Last.fm, Flip FM, and now things like Spotify that help us share the music we love, share it again, get it from other people, remix, playlists, etc., etc. And the cream of internet content, of course, video. We've got platforms like YouTube and Vimeo that enable us to upload our own videos, to share them around, to click on favourite, and that then sends them around to other places as well. So we have all of these amazing bespoke platforms, and we've got a world of little niche platforms online. And it's all getting incredibly confusing. Hands up if you're confused. You've got too many social media accounts. Can't remember all the passwords. So your content is distributed all over the web. I bet you've got no idea where it is. It's all getting a bit difficult. But there is a solution, and this is where live streaming comes in. So what we do is we start, I guess, by looking at the heart of this, which is RSS technology. RSS, XML, and similar acronyms that allow you to take internet content from one part of the web and send it to the other. So it's all of them about configuring different RSS feeds to send content from, let's say, YouTube over to a blog or somewhere else, and transmit that content all over the place by configuring it in the right way to pull it all together. Oh. I knew the little caps would work with that. So if we think about all of the main platforms that we use, why can't we take the content that we create in all of these different places, use RSS, and pull them all into one place? Well, the answer is we can. In fact, we could do it with quite a few places. Great place to start, Facebook. Go to your profile, click on the settings button under the share thing here, and what you see is about 10 services. You can just add your username for each of these services into Facebook, and then on your wall, all of the activity that you create around the web in these different places will appear on your Facebook, and your friends will see it all as well. Now, Facebook only does about 10 different services, but if you're into something much more hardcore, have a look at FriendFeed. This supports 60 services, so you can put in all of your accounts for all of these, and here are all mine, and then you can subscribe to people. So you can subscribe to me, and you'll be able to see everything that I'm doing online. I'll be able to see it if I subscribe to you. So you get a permanent kind of feed of all the people you're following and what they're doing on all these different social media services. Now that's the old FriendFeed interface. They just this week released a new beta version, which is so cool I'm not going to show it to you. You're going to have to go and have a look at it yourself. People talk about the social media fire hose. Now, FriendFeed is the data fire hose. it's like sitting on the edge of the Millennium Falcon going into hyperspace. If you're a developer, have a look at SweetCron. This is self-hosted open source software that allows you to put all these different feeds in, and you can even get slideshows on SlideShare, but you can get items from all of these different areas. Now, because it's self-hosted, you can hack into the CSS, and if you're a better designer than me, then you can create something beautiful like Shimon.info, which is a fabulous live stream there. Have a click around those different items. So, that's an introduction to live streaming. I hope you've enjoyed that. Any more information, have a look at my site. Cheers.
Thanks, Tom.